tell you why. I've heard people complain who work for Elon, who work closely with Elon Musk, that he could be a bit of an asshole, right? And I think they say he kind of exude some narcissistic ways, right? So
I think anybody who would be a major, the head of a major corporation, that would be that way,
right? So some people think if he is in charge, then it will have much more freedom and freedom of speech, and they could say more, and they wouldn't be pressuring people as much. But I think somebody like that could end up being a person who silencing people.
I don't think so. I think he wants to take Twitter, free it up, and then turn his back and go away. I don't think he first of all, I mean, there's a man who's trying to, get to Mars, dog. He don't have time fucking Twitter. He don't have time. When he takes that company over, he's not gonna be running that shit. He'll take it, fix it, and then turn it back. And you think he would care about might be, because there's plenty of money. He's the richest man in the world, or one first or second or whatever. But the point is, it's still a lot of money. You don't want the shares to tank and you just lose all your money. But so he'll pay a half an eye to it. But I mean, the man have.
But then but then if you look at it, Jude, a lot of the people on Twitter. Well, I mean, I am not a heavy user of Twitter, but a lot of the people on Twitter is them kind of fake woke.
Right.
Them kind of Avengers now, boy. And if he take over and they realize like he given the people they don't like, then I think that could drop the value.
I that's my concern, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. Social media is not like a commodity where all you have to do is focus on the quality and the price. Social media is a cool kids club. It's a cool kids club. It's like a party. It's like asking the promoter. You used to do it, but especially those promoters who have those uptown events. The hardest thing is to keep that successful for many years because you become a victim of your own success, because if you let too much people in, it kill the vibes and everybody they stop coming, they go somewhere else. So if he allows trolls onto the platform, then
or perceived trolls,
right and if you free up everything and people who could make the experience unpleasant flood the platform, then you could find the cool kids leaving, and once the cool kids leave, then it becomes MySpace.
Right.
So that is what people have to bear in mind. No, I don't think that will happen. I don't think, but it's a strong possibility that it could happen. And if like, because people ain't gonna take that line down. The people who want to control the narrative, which is really why they want to hold on to Twitter, because Twitter controls the news narrative, right? They ain't gonna just take it lying down. Even if he takes over that, they'll try to form another thing,
right?
And they will encourage. You don't have to ask a celebrity twice to virtue signal. So you tell a celebrity, hey, hear what? Start talking about how you hate Twitter because Twitter is racist now. Because a guy who comes on who learn racist people on, you know what I mean? And they would say, oh, and so I'm joining this new thing and da da da. So I can see they will try. But I think it will stay, I think because people get so accustomed to it that as long as
So if you go there and just fight, boy, and go and fight and just fight the back.
Well, no, I don't think he will. I don't think he will free it up. I think he will simply just not ban people for saying things like women can't have penises. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, saying that on Twitter is not going to be, but I don't think, because those people used to say that were never causing a problem on Twitter. That's what Twitter was for many, many years. But it's not. It's just that people who insist on controlling the narrative are banning those sorts of people.
And that because I've watched a couple of people who have been banned on Twitter, and most people get banned and barely understand what they get banned for.
Exactly. So it's things like posting an article questioning whether masks work, and it is not like if it was I don't know if you know 4chan is, but it wasn't like it was 4chan, which is that is a platform for trolls, right? It's not on the dark web, it's on the regular internet, but it's really a place where you go to have it's kind of like the real remnants of the internet where they dwell. Lots of trolling, lots of they push racist jokes, they push you know what I mean. It's like a place where people like you would have fun, right? So it's not like if Twitter will turn into 4chan tomorrow. I don't
Mm.
think that's the case. It's not like, because it wasn't people. It's not those kinds of people that were being banned that caused a problem. So I think he will just he will keep it to civil. He will want to keep it civil, and because people are so accustomed to it, and then when they start to run from it, and it's not 4chan type
Yeah.
people coming. It's just people saying, "Hey, listen, I want to be able to express my opinion, which I feel is very legitimate about X or Y or Z." When you run from now, how do you look? Like, no, I don't want people to tell me things I don't want to hear. Ah! It seems like a fucking little child. You understand what I'm saying? So I think I don't think that might happen, but it is a very strong possibility that it could tank.
Yeah, and I think so. I think why the best thing is to leave it as why. Leave it, let it be. Let Twitter die its own death.
I want social media to die.
Mhm.
I want it to die so bad. And if this helps to just kill social media, then I want billionaires to just keep going and buying up all these companies and just tank them. And let people just get fed up.
Mm.
And people reach the stage where, you know what, I just want to connect with the people I fucking know.